So quite recently there's been some drama surrounding H3H3, Ethan Klein versus Killer Keemstar, host of Drama Alert. And this isn't my, commentary or sum up of this drama, but to quickly sum up for people, Keemstar's been a absolute monumentous prick for several years, doxing users, calling out people for being paedophiles, baiting people with mental disorders, calling them weak, etc. He's just been a general, total and utter asshole online on Twitter. And this has been known now about Keemstar for, I want to say, the best part of 6 years. I can't really say any more than that. Ever since Keemstar came about, he's just been a prick. But my point in this whole drama, and my stake in this drama, or my opinion, I don't really have a stake in the drama, my opinion on this drama is Ethan Klein from H3H3 recently came out. I say recently, yesterday, he came out with a video called Content Nuke, Keemstar. And he basically, 45-minute video, is well put together, well researched, really good points there. So his hats off to Ethan for the video. It was well put together, enjoyed it, watched it thoroughly through twice now. And, I've got one question for Ethan, and that is, going off your attitude recently on Twitter and the video, this seems as if you're throwing a bit of a tantrum because Keemstar called you a liar, and now you're just firing shots at him from stuff that's built up over the past 3-4 years, and it's taken you this long now to put an official video out about it. I get that you may have spoken about it in your podcast, but ever since you transitioned to the full-time podcast sort of thing and eased off the YouTube videos, I don't watch podcasts personally. Any podcast, it's nothing personal against your one. So I've fallen out of the loop, or your life basically. All I get to see is the stuff on Twitter and the occasional, podcast clip that comes across my feed. So, below that, any points of, he's mentioned this in his podcast before, right? Why has it taken you so long to come out with these points? I mean, look at this objectively, right? One of the main points that you kept going after was the fact that Keemstar pretended to be friends with the YouTuber Etika, who sadly passed away in June 2019. Yeah, June 2019. It was almost a year ago. It's actually horrific how long ago that was. And it feels like it's something that happened fairly recently, to be honest. Etika's presence was something. Didn't know the guy at all, but I enjoyed his Twitch content. He was just a positive all-round guy. But my point being is that Keemstar had been baiting Etika's bipolar disorder and breakdowns, all points raised in your Content Nuke, for years prior to this, It's been almost a year since Etika died. Why didn't you speak up then? Why didn't you make a Content Nuke then and call out Keemstar on his stuff? That lovely old man Tony, who was called out for being a paedophile by Keemstar based off a picture. This is a point you raised in the Content Nuke. Why now suddenly are you, defending Tony? You may have defended him in a tweet or two or in a podcast segment, but you've never actually dedicated a video to it. The doxing of smaller YouTubers and content creators. Keemstar's been doing this forever. This has been something that's known for Keemstar. Everybody knows about it. Why haven't you made a video calling out Keemstar on it now? Calling out Keemstar on it back then? Why is it only now, after he calls you a liar, that you come at him? This just seems to me like you're not doing this for the right reasons. You're doing this to target his sponsor and target Keemstar. Keemstar does deserve to be targeted, do not get me wrong, right? I'm not defending Keemstar whatsoever. There's nothing Keemstar does that I can condone. He has not done anything positive that I have seen that hasn't been without motive. He is just an awful person. He's just a toxic online presence. He is literally the embodiment of a 12-year-old Xbox Live kid who says profanities and calls you unspeakable words because you killed him and tells you his dad works at Microsoft. That's how I picture, Mr. Gnome, Keemstar, Mr. G Fuel over there. But, Ethan, H3H3, why is it taking you so long to come out, right? You mentioned in this video, you know, the Etika stuff, right? We've covered that. You mentioned that, you know, the Tony stuff, you know, that Tony stuff happened between 3 and 4 years ago. 3 and 4 years ago that happened, and now it's 2020 and you're bringing it up. Jesus Christ, where was your video back then? Where was your content, Nuke, back then when he done that? You know, you're doing this just now, it seems, out of spite because he's called you a liar, and you're deliberately targeting his sponsor G Fuel, because in that video, you know, Keemstar's sponsored by G Fuel. He didn't mention G Fuel as much in his videos than you did in that content, Nuke. So you were clearly going after his sponsor. I don't agree with targeting someone's sponsor for someone's content in a public forum like you just did, because now you've shown every other YouTuber out there, if they want to cancel someone, all they need to do is mention their sponsor 3 or 4 times and then pull out stuff that's, you know, here or there from other stuff. I say that Keemstar stuff is despicable, right? But we've recently seen some stuff with Pokimane going after some guy's sponsor because of what he made a video on about guys making large donations. I don't really know the ins and outs of that drama, but to me it seems too trivial for me to even click the videos that are baiting it. But going after YouTuber sponsors and Twitch's sponsors, don't do that. Why do that? Like, it's up to the sponsor if they want to sponsor someone. In the case of Keemstar, sure, you can get a pass this time. Keemstar deserved everything you gave him. But just, this may set an accidental precedent that it's okay to go against sponsors rather than after people. So instead of holding Keemstar accountable, it feels like in this video you're holding G Fuel accountable. And it worked! As of now, you know, this is, for me, it's, you know, midnight on the 21st, so just going into the 21st. G Fuel have dropped Keemstar completely. His cotton candy flavour's gone. His code Keem doesn't work. And, you know, successful G Fuel have now dropped him. And I imagine they've dropped him like a steaming bag of shit, which he deserves. That was very fast. That is probably the fastest I've ever seen a sponsor drop someone. Hell, a few weeks ago, Summit 1G accidentally hit his bong on stream and Monster dropped him a day later and then came out and says a positive statement saying that the contract came to an end and it turned out they didn't drop him for that. But G Fuel, you know, they seen your video blew up. It was literally a nuke and it's targeted his income. Probably deserved so. He probably does have other avenues of income, but G Fuel was probably his main one because it's everywhere on his channel. You know, someone said on Twitter it's his personality, and I'm inclined to kind of believe that. I don't think Keemstar, and you know, it's like Keemstar without G Fuel. You know, he's been G Fuel forever. So all this stuff that happened over the past 4 years, right? I'm counting back from the Tony stuff to the FouseyTube stuff. Keep in mind that FouseyTube stuff happened in 2018, and I know you made a few comments on it on your podcast around about the time of it, but you never actually DM'd or atted G Fuel until now, until he came after you. It feels like what's happening here is H3H3 is throwing his toys out the pram because Keemstar called him a liar. I don't get it. I just don't get the timing of this video. It's just, it seems you've done it out of spite because he's pissed you off. It seems as if you've had this information sitting here bubbling away. You've had this gun loaded for at least the last year since Etika only died, you know, 10 months ago, 11 months ago. And now, because he came after you, this was what people might say my friend put it as it's the straw that broke the camel's back. No. Bullshit. I've seen you make videos on other stuff. I've seen you make videos on Logan Paul in the past for dumb stuff, like the colourblind, first time seeing colour. I mean, that you made a very detailed video on that a few years ago, and Logan Paul didn't even do anything to you. So it looks as if what's happened here is you have been called out by Keemstar for being a liar, which, you know, no one believed, because why on earth would you lie in a lawsuit that had the scrutiny of everybody on it at the time, right? So Keemstar calling someone a liar is like, you know, me eating breakfast in the morning. It's going to happen. It's just Keemstar, you know. It seems a bit petty, but at the same time, it's Keemstar. I can understand the hatred. But to summarise, I'm just going to keep rambling here if I don't move on. G Fuel dropped Keem. Twitter are now trolling Ethan with a hashtag boycott Old Spice, which, no, don't do that, because that's just feeding into this, you know, cancel a YouTuber, don't cancel a YouTuber, cancel that sponsor. Because it doesn't just affect you. Remember the Adpocalypse in 2016, 2017 on YouTube that ruined millions or hundreds of lives? I don't know numbers. Ruined thousands of lives of YouTube content creators. Sorry about that. Just don't go cancelling goddamn sponsors. Right? What you should have done is handled it in a professional manner and contacted G Fuel out with a public forum and been like, hi guys, you know, see this video I made on Keemstar? Here's all the evidence of him being an absolute piece of shit. Unsponsor him. Right? Because iDubbbz made his content cup and H3H3... iDubbbz made his content cup and G Fuel didn't drop him. Because iDubbbz didn't mention G Fuel's name in that video. Or at least I don't think he did. It's been a few years since that. And this is all new stuff from that content cup. So the content cup, I think, was, 2016? 2017? I can't remember. And everything mentioned in Ethan's video happened after that content cup. So this is a bunch of new stuff, scummy stuff that Keemstar's done. Which, you know, you could have made this video September last year and it would have got the same reaction as it did now. But the thing that annoyed me with this one is you waited until you had reason to go after him. So it was as if you didn't care too much until Keemstar pointed his crosshair at you and went, you're a liar, or said something negative about you, and then that's when you just unleashed hell upon him. As I say, I'm just wondering why it's taken so long now for a big video like this to come out, and why you didn't handle it in a more professional manner by DMing, you know, G Fuel. They seem to have quite a good repertoire with their partners and stuff, so I don't imagine it'd be difficult for someone like yourself with the following you've got and the status that you've got on Twitter, etc., to be able to contact them in private and be like, hi guys, Keemstar's an absolute prick, here's the evidence, and then they drop him privately. You had to make it public. You had to make it look like some sort of H3H3 temper tantrum, like you're just stomping your feet. Keemstar said nothing mean, here's stuff from 4 years ago that I could have spoke about, but I didn't, and now I am, but here you go. As I say, this is not a defence against Keemstar or hatred against you, H3H3. Or Ethan, I don't know if I should call you Ethan, but whatever. It's not hatred against you. I just want to know why the timing just seems convenient and why that is. Why did you wait so long to make this? Why did you wait so long? You know, with someone else, have you been making this video for years? I doubt it. No offence. A lot of the stuff was found, you know, could have been found in a couple of weeks' research. It just seems as if as soon as he targeted you, you came at him unleashing hell. And you targeted his sponsor. And another point being is that targeting a sponsor is probably bad for the YouTube scene forever now. Because Pokimane is currently targeting some smaller streamer sponsor because the guy made fun of something. I've not actually watched that drama, but I know it's similar to this because it keeps getting compared. Pimp Mr. Broda, or Pimp Master Yoda or Broda or whatever he calls himself on Twitter, made a fair point of saying, you know, if you say something bad on Twitter now or you piss off a famous YouTuber like yourself, you can just throw a hissy fit and go after the sponsors of that channel, and then that channel makes no income because everybody knows the YouTube income is based on whether you swear or not in a video. So I don't know. Why did it take you so long to do it? Anyway, cheers for listening to my rant about this. I don't get drama. I don't subscribe to drama. But this just had to be kind of said because I'm sitting here with a very confused face. And I'm doing that classic commentator trope from 2018 of having some pointless gameplay in the background as I rant about something, but, you know. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.